Have you ever felt pressured by an authority figure or someone of higher social status to do something that grated, literally grated against your values? It's like having to choose between a job and your ethics. What do we do in that situation? How do we advocate for ourselves when we're given that poor of a choice? I'm Dana Hicks, a licensed clinical mental health counselor, and I have an analogy and some communication tips that can help you keep integrity without offending, disrespecting, or experiencing financial or social hardship in some way. So here's the analogy. It might seem familiar, but that's okay. An iceberg. Take the analogy of an iceberg. So when it pops out of the water, the only thing that can be seen from the outside is the tip of the iceberg, right? But the very basis of why that tip is there and the whole support for that tip is under the surface where it can't be seen. Okay? So the tip of the iceberg is our actions, what other people see us doing. Okay? And then under the surface, the part that is the very basis of what we do are our thoughts and our feelings and beliefs and motives, the very basis of our behavior. So if people see us do whatever it is, they might conclude a very different idea about what we mean if there are no words to communicate what is underneath the surface. So let's take the example of your boss wanting you to do things just for show and fast. Okay, the outcome is all that matters to him or her. And then you are very much process oriented, where you like to take your time and make sure that you're doing things very functionally, and it's okay to learn from your mistakes and go at your own pace so that you get it right. If your boss is asking you to do this thing fast and you do things fast, then he or she is likely to conclude that you're doing things the way he or she wants because you're just submitting and not thinking for yourself. You're just aiming to please, right? But if you communicate the underside, which is your thoughts and feelings and beliefs and motives, if you communicate those to your boss before you do that same action, there's going to be a different takeaway that your boss takes, right? So if you use the I statement, I feel devalued and cheapened when you ask me to do things just for show, when we could be learning and growing together as a company and actually making a difference in the world by our functionality. I feel cheapened and devalued when you ask me to do that. But because I am in a financial place where I need a job to survive at this moment, I am choosing to go along with you. Then your boss is taking away something very different. You are letting them know that you are deeper than submission, even though you are submitting, right? So, in the same vein, if your boss only says thank you, right? When you have made that whole big I statement, if he only says, oh, thank you, and nothing more, his behavior might be interpreted by you as, oh, she or he doesn't care. I mean, my words did not make any difference whatsoever. But you have no idea what is going on under the surface, right? And let me tell you something. Just the fact that you said the words in their presence means that they heard you, and that seed is under there. Whether they choose to plant it and make it grow and come to the surface as a different behavior or not, you will not know. But if you do not say the words and communicate the opportunity, then nothing will happen. And you will not have the chance to express yourself fully, right? So even though the action might not change, the fact that the opportunity is out there is a seed floating, presenting the ever-present chance of change. And you are able to do that by using your words and communicating the underside to others. So to review, analogy, iceberg, behavior, thoughts, feelings, and beliefs. Under, right? If you are in a tight spot and you have to do something just based on survival, you still have the choice to share what's on the underside with whoever it is that's pressuring you. Then, once they know the whole picture, they will have a different, very different view. And on the same token, you can rest assured that just the fact that you said something may not change their behavior where you can see, but the opportunity for change is always there because you made an impression on the underside just by the fact that they heard your words, and they will not forget. And that remembrance is an ever-present seed of opportunity for change because you used your words. Okay, so that is my gift to you. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below with no strings attached.